Welcome. My name is Rick Freeman, and in today's episode, I want to talk about what happens when you're at the lowest of the low. Now, life is a roller coaster. I've always compared it to a roller coaster. And when you're at the lowest point and you don't know what to do, I'm going to give you an example. I was laying in bed and I was just thinking, everything that's going on in my life, I was just thinking everything that's going on in my life, I really don't really have a purpose to live it anymore. And what did I do? How can you help yourself if you're going through that? I hit that point and I asked myself, why? Why am I feeling this way? Why do I feel like I want to die? And I'm telling you, don't look for an answer right away. Just let it come to you. It will come over time. The answer is more probably obvious than we realize. Okay, my health is bad. I've had friends that passed away. I've had a friend that's dying right now. My parents' health isn't great. Oh, I've got to see doctor after. Of course, I'm feeling down. I'm feeling as low as I can. So what can I do about that? That's the next question. Ask yourself, what can I do to change? What can you do to change? Let me share with you the soul of healing experience with Deepak Chopra. I was a patient and I was out there with my Crohn's disease and I just left the hospital a couple months before. And I was there hoping for some help. And Deepak, he came out and he was telling us how our bodies are like rivers. We're always changing. You can't step in the same place twice. And what he meant by that is our bodies, quantum bodies, are always changing. Cells are always dying off, and new cells are always being reborn. So when Deepak hit the point of the intestines, he happened to say your stomach lining intestines, they die off. And it was like every so many days or weeks, they get reborn. And he said the words, pretty pink new cells. And that hit me. I raised my hand. I interrupted that class. And there was only about 20 of us there. And I said, no, that cannot be. And Deepak, he walked over to me and he asked my name. He said, Rick, imagine if you had a wall in your yard and it fell down. Imagine if you rebuild that wall in the same way, with the same stone, the same drainage, in the same way. And what's going to happen? And I had to say, sooner or later, it's going to fall down. Now, Dr. Chopra, he asked me, what's going to happen if you rebuild that wall with new drainage, build a ditch behind it, put some stones in, and then maybe put some cement in between the stones and drilled some holes to let the drainage come through. What's going to happen then? And I opened up my eyes a little bit. That's going to be pretty much a brand new wall and last a heck of a lot longer. And he was explaining we are nothing but energy and information, just like that wall. So I learned over time, if we change the information, it goes into our body. So I started to juice. That's what I did to change my low point in life. The first thing I did was juicing. And I've noticed a big difference. I mean, it's a juice blending. It's carrots, celeries, cucumber, or ginger root. Put that in a blender add a banana, kale, or baby spinach, and a whole bunch of other stuff, all the juice and some frozen fruit. That's a big part. That's my drinks every day. I'll have like 32 ounces I'll drink throughout the day. That's my first change. Then I started to take care of the animals outside. I was doing that a while, and I stopped for a while. I got some wild animal food, and all of a sudden the squirrels come back. The blue jays are down. The Cardinals were around. Now the Blue Jays are back. Winter's coming. But the Blue Jays, the Cardinals, the squirrels, the chipmunks, the groundhog, So I've been taking care of them all day. Chasing the squirrels away. I've been having some fun paying attention to that. I've been helping my parents out. I mean, their health, that's part that was making me depressed. So doing more for my parents, helping them out whenever I can. And I'm just doing it more, putting more attention there. And that all that attention is taking the tension away from my health problems and feeling so low. Does that make sense? I changed the information that's making up the energy that makes up our bodies. Now I just want to go through a little reflection, what we did. We go and ask ourselves when we're at the bottom of the barrel, why do I feel this way? Why do I feel this way? And don't force an answer. It will come to you. Then ask yourself, what can I do about it? What can we do about it? And start to make those little changes that's going to be best for you. Taking more walks outside, getting involved in nature, helping other people, holding the door open for someone, simple things. Find some positives to balance out the negatives that are getting into our lives. And we can change. The other thing I wanted to talk to you about today was starting to listen to your body, becoming self-aware. Now that's when I get into meditation. That's what I teach. That's what I live by every day. And why do I do meditation? What is meditation going to teach us? Because with my mind the way it is, the crazy mind, when I sit there and I just focus on my breath, I'm going to focus on my breath. And maybe after the first breath, second breath, my mind's going to wander to a thought. But sooner or later, I'm going to become aware that I'm thinking, and I'm going to gently take it back to focusing on my breath. Maybe I'll take two more breaths, and it's going to go to another thought in a whole other world. And the same thing's going to happen again and again. But I'm practicing, I'm becoming aware, and then I'm making choices. Hopefully, it's more wiser choices that are going to help you. That's what we're learning in meditation. That's what we're going to learn in yoga when you do yoga. It's not like what you learn when you're walking on a treadmill, watching TV to get your exercise for the day. I mean, we have to think more when we get our exercise, put our focus on what we're doing, our present moment, even if it's just sitting in a chair and raising our arms up and down, exhale, inhaling, exhaling. I was doing that opposite. Inhaling, exhaling. Inhaling, center, exhale. Inhale to the center and exhale up, and inhale to the right. Exhale to the center. Inhale, center, and exhale. Lift your arms and inhale. Go to the left. And inhale, center. Exhale, hands down in your lap. Things to get your mind off your problems. What you put your attention on grows stronger in your life. Go help other people. Go outside. Go do something good. Change your reality slowly. It's not going to be one day at a time. It might be for a few hours at a time. Build a habit. And it might end up to be, maybe you'll get through a full day of this new reality. Remember, it was really easy when COVID went on. We had to snap into this new reality. But we can do this. You learn you can do it during COVID. Now do it slowly. You can build habits. You don't have to kill yourself doing it. And build that habit and change your own reality. It's all within yourself. We all have the power. Thank you.